Wake up. Plus Sports Media is back for another week of football lightning round.
Yes, let's go.
Week 6. Week 6 already. It's flying by. We're going right after it. I don't care about the buzzies. I don't care. Anybody watching, drink up, have fun. Let's go. 49ers.
I have one question. Okay, never mind.
Oh boy. Nope. Go ahead. One question.
Do you ever jump in your seat, okay, and wonder if that seat's going to break and the thing's going to shoot up? Anyways, let's go. 49ers what?
What's going to
What?
What's going to shoot up?
I think Dave is hoping that
the shock thing. The shock. Like,
I
okay.
think he's speaking from experience. He's speaking
I
from
don't think so.
experience,
But
yo.
we're getting right at it.
Oh, shit.
49ers, Seahawks. What's your take? We're going Nasty Nate first. Let it hear it.
The Niners aren't the same, bro. They're in a little bit of trouble, but also Seattle, dude. They're 3-0 and 3-3 now. They're out of it now. They're done.
Diamond Dave.
Yeah. So I kind of agree with Nate a little bit. Niners. Here's the thing. Seahawks here first few weeks they were like, oh, they're pretty good because they started like 3-0, didn't they? Or 2-0.
Yeah, 3-0.
3-0.
So I mean, they were good. I watched some of it. Man, Geno Smith. I don't know why they need to move on. I'm sorry. I know. Well, we can get on to that later. But 49ers, I think that maybe they're going to come back. They're going to start getting into a rhythm. They need to get their wide receivers going.
Yeah, I want to agree with both of you. I think the 49ers, when they get everybody back, Christian McCaffrey, all I got to say is he's out in the open. Nobody knows really what's going on with him. Until he comes back, this 49er team ain't nothing. They're not. I mean, Brandon Ayuk ain't playing the same. Gets his contract, gets his bag, looks like shit. Should have beat the Seahawks, even if last year, if you look at that same team, should have won that game, period. Geno Smith, one of them guys I just don't trust. Simple as that. Don't trust him. You never know what you're getting. And it's kind of like throwing Aiden O'Connell and thinking you're going to get a win against the Steelers. But we'll get to that later. Jaguars, Bears, Diamond Dave.
Jaguars, Bears. I tell you what, I seen a stat earlier. Bears are like 3-0 with like teams that have only won one game. You got to start somewhere. I think the Bears are starting to build something. That's all I can say. I don't want to give too much praise to them, but it looks like they're starting to maybe build something there.
Sort of agree. I mean, if they get all their pieces moving, like dude, DeAndre Swift been on it the past few weeks. Keenan Allen just got involved. They need him to keep going. Caleb Williams looking really fucking good. The Jaguars, man, if I was a Jaguars fan right now, I'd be sad as fuck. They need to move on from Trevor. They just paid him. ETN sucks. Their defense sucks. The only bright thing they have on that team is Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, both of you, I want to hear each of your takes, and I'll say mine. Bears, do you think they're a deep playoff contender as of what you've seen right now?
Yeah, not this year.
Not this year.
No?
No.
I don't know. All right. I think Bears are clicking.
Maybe a wild card.
Yeah, they definitely got future. Yeah, they got some young guys. They got some veterans in there that can help bring it together. It was like the Eagles Super Bowl run year. Young talent, but they also got veterans. They help each other out. So Bears should have won that game. They won that game. Moving forward, I see some potential with him. Caleb Williams, though, just still, yes, he's clicking, but he's still a little iffy. So that's kind of the take right now with them. You move on to Packers Cardinals. Nasty Nate, let's hear it.
Jordan Love is back. That Packers team, the receivers, damn, they're good. They're good. Cardinals, like I said in the beginning, they start off hot, but they're just missing a few pieces still. Their defense sucks. Get Kyler some more help. Get them an offensive line. But the Packers, that AFC North is going to be exciting.
Yes.
Or NFC North.
Agree.
Sorry.
I agree. That I think 5 years from now, that's going to be the dominant. I think the Chiefs right now have like the AFC and the AFC West. I think one of those teams are going to emerge for the NFC come next 2-3 years. You know what I mean? Whether it be the Lions, we'll get to that stuff later. But Bears, Packers, they got something there that could maybe be something.
Yeah, I'm not buying Kyler Murray. I'm not. I don't. Honestly, I look at him. He's a runner. He should have stuck to baseball. I mean, he's got talent to win games in the NFL. I'm not saying he's just a slob and he's a bum, but I just don't think he's. I think he's just trying to be too aggressive, and he's going to end up being like a Tua.
I'll
Guys gonna
say
get
it.
hurt.
He don't look too bad though.
He's a bum. He's a bum. The dude plays freaking Call of Duty all the time. If you would put the time and effort in to learning the plays and reading film and shit, dude could be good. But he'd rather get his KD ratio up.
Dude, he went 22 of 32 with 214 and a touchdown without Marvin Harrison.
I could have done that.
Huh?
I will say I agree. They don't have a defense, period. Obviously, you need a defense to actually help you win. I mean, these two.
Bates missed me.
Dave. He's back. We missed you last week. We had Dave.
I know. It sucked. Hey, I still got my juke move. There we go. Sorry, guys. Got off topic.
That's okay. We're flying through them anyway. I will admit, I actually didn't hear what you said, so maybe that was a good thing. Or do you want to repeat it?
I kind of forget already.
Please don't repeat
it. Yeah, Packers are a real deal. Cardinals, it's going to take some time with them, 100%. If we're moving on to the next game, two teams that.
Can I just jump in on the Cardinal thing real quick? Go
ahead.
It had time. Kyler Murray's been there for what, like 5 years? How much more time do you need?
He's good, yo. He did good yesterday.
Yeah, but he lost. That's great.
His team lost, dude.
Last I checked, a quarterback going perfect or something doesn't win a championship. You got to win those games.
He played good. I mean, it's not. I don't think Kyler's a problem. Yeah,
we're going on to the next one.
I'm selling him.
Don't mean shit. Colts Titans. I don't even know if we even have a take on either one of these. You can say whatever.
Being from Indiana, it sounds like there's going to be a noise here. I'm moving my mic. Okay, I'm from Indiana. Blackomania is starting to take wild here. Okay, I think what was that quarterback that they drafted? Why am I going blank right now?
Anthony
Richardson. Thank you. I could not think of the last name. Look, Raiders were talking about taking him 2 years ago. The dude's injury prone. Seems like a nice guy. There's a report that like he helped some couple on 65 out here with a tire, like paid for their tire and stuff. Cool dude. I don't win championships.
I don't care how cool you are. If you ain't winning games, you can change tires all day. I'll pay you to do that for a living.
Right?
You're paid to be a freaking NFL star. Not changing tires on the road. I mean, come on, man. Like, I wouldn't even want that video going anywhere. Crying out loud.
It was like after his rookie year too. So like everyone's like, "Oh, he's great. We love him." And then like
broken shoulder changing tires.
Yeah, they're like, take back up 65.
Oh my god!
I love those memes where it's like a picture of Bryce Young helping out like Raising Cane's or something, and the meme was like Bryce Young by like week 7 or something like that. He's gonna be managing Raising Cane's. So maybe that's what Richardson's got. Maybe Richardson will own like a tire shop or something.
I do not know if I told you this.
Run over by a tractor trailer on the side of the road. So I mean, we're changing tires. You can call them gone.
Did I tell you about speaking of Raising Cane's? Did I tell you about the guy I was talking shit about Raising Cane's too? And I think like was a manager at a Purdue game.
Didn't like me.
Okay, so a couple weeks ago, went to Purdue homecoming game. Okay, yeah, I am. Oh, here I go, Dan. I'm going Dynasty. Okay, I'm sitting there. Dude's talking shit like best chicken. And then someone said Raising Cane's. I'm like, yeah, if you like shit chicken. I mean, it's horrible. Like, Popeyes has the best chicken. I mean, we can talk about this all night. But I was like dogging Raising Cane's. And, like, the dude was cool. He was, like, drinking beer, bullshitting with me. And then he was like, hey, man, see ya. I was like, all right, see ya. And he leaves. And on the back of his hat, Raising Cane's logo. I'm like, oh, shit.
He, like, stuck something on you, bro.
Right? So, anywho.
Texans Patriots.
Trying to see. Oh, let me look here. Okay, I see it.
Texans Patriots.
That's not a shocker for me. I mean,
No.
Pats got lucky with the Bengals. I mean, we see what the Bengals are now. Easy win.
Mixon's back. That's what the Texans. I mean, they didn't need him, but
Dixon with
that just
Mixon,
makes
baby.
that just makes their offense crazy. Their defense is good, but Drake May though, he's the clear starter going forward.
I think that's a mistake. I think it's a mistake. He didn't have a terrible game. 20 for 33, 243, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. I don't know. I think you let him just develop a little more. You're going to throw a guy in as a rookie. You're 1-4. You know, it's like, really, what are we playing for? I guess give him some experience, but I don't know. I think you just kind of let him sit there.
It's an experience year for him, development year. Let him play. Let him learn through his play through his mistakes. Come on.
The problem I have with the NFL when it comes to that is they're going to sit here and they're going to throw him in there, and if he has a couple bad games, they're going to sit there and be like, he's the next RG3 or something like that. It's just like, you know,
throwing to you.
I agree, but
they need a big receiver.
Oh no, they're
I'm a Dave.
They're gonna get Devontae Adams is gonna go to New England.
The NFL teams, okay, the teams do not let quarterbacks develop. Like they throw these rookies in there, and if they suck their first year, they're like, "Yep, bust." Okay, I've said this a million times. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady wouldn't survive the era now, starting out. Tom Brady already had the credibility, but if Tom Brady came in now, a couple years in, how long did it take to get to his first Super Bowl?
4 years, I think.
3, 4.
They had probably already moved on. They had probably moved on 2, 3 years in.
Was his first against the Eagles in 2004? Because he started, what, 2000?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
But you get what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
Peyton Manning had the most interceptions. He would have been gone.
Totally agree with that. That's what I'm saying. Like the league that it is right now, it's not what it used to be, and there's no developmental. It's just on a lot of sports. These guys are rookies. They're coming in. They're playing a year in college or 3 years in college. They throw them in. They're like, oh, you're going to be great. Well, dude, you're playing college guys. These guys are never going to get drafted. Barely. They're just there for a scholarship to at least get a chance, and it's like night and day. That's like Alabama playing Kent State. Oh, let's put the spread at -48. You know, the guy looked great. He threw for 480 yards. He had 6 touchdowns. He's the next greatest thing, you know, but you play against these guys every day. Yeah, I don't. That overall, Texans should have won that game. They won that game. They're looking good. I think they're going to heat up here down the road. Mixon's back, like you said. I think they're going to be a problem, just like we talked about even before the season. But going to Buccaneers Saints.
Baker Mayfield. Baker
I was
fucking
ready
Mayfield.
to pick him up.
Baker fucking Mayfield is all I gotta say. That's all I'm gonna say about the game is Baker fucking Mayfield.
Yeah, I'll go before Dave on that one. It's he did have 3 interceptions, but still, I mean, they put up points, man. They put up points. Like, if you're going on a shootout, I would not want to be going against them. Period.
Oh, did Rachaad White just forget how to play fucking football too?
I think he was hurt, wasn't he?
Well, just besides that, all season he's done.
Well, that I agree. But you got Bucky Irving and you got that other dude that just ran for 136 yards, Tucker or something like that, balled out. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's
Baker Mayfield. That's all I'm going to say.
BM, baby. Yeah, I agree. I think
money.
I think the Bucks are going to obviously be the leading team. Look. Saints, Carr's out. They started that rattler. He did good the first couple quarters, but then kind of, I guess, sucked. I don't know. Devontae Adams, there's talks about him going there. I don't know with Carr going out now. I don't know how long Carr's
and Olave too.
Yeah.
Olave got popped.
I don't know. Buccaneers, though, man, I think they're gonna make the playoffs, but I don't think they're gonna be a team to make a deep run.
All comes down to that defense.
Exactly.
All comes down to that defense. I agree, but I'm saying defense against defense, even if it's, you know, look at some of these top teams. If we're going on shootouts with offense, I don't know what it is. Baker's just been told to play your game, be yourself. They allowed him to do that compared to Cleveland and Carolina and Los Angeles, this and that. You know, it's I would not want to be in a shootout game with the Buccaneers. I think they're averaging 37 points a game, 36 points a game. Like it's your 6 games ready. I don't. I think they can make a deep playoff run. I really do. It just all comes down to that defense. But our favorite two of us here, our favorite team, we're going to the Browns Eagles.
Go Birds. AJ Brown.
We'll let Diamond Dave start it real quick, and then us will finish.
All right.
Okay, I want you to discuss some of this. There's some controversy I'm out of the loop on with your guys' coach.
Yeah.
Definitely want to get in. I legit have zero knowledge, but I heard something about it. All I'm saying is, out of this whole deal with the Browns getting Deshaun Watson, Deshaun Watson had those charges before he came, those happy ending charges. Okay. But unfortunately, the Browns, they're getting the bad ending. He's horrible. He sucks.
I can't with Dave.
What?
He said he
no
had
happy
the starting
ending.
from the happy endings, and the Browns unfortunately got the bad ending.
There's no happy ending here for the Browns.
You get canceled, bro.
Oh shit!
But am I wrong?
No,
They're not doing good. They're not doing good.
No, yeah, you're not wrong.
nope.
No.
You want me to go? And then you want to finish?
Yeah.
I know. Nasty Nate's not gonna like what I got to say because we talk about this every week with the Eagles. One, Browns trash, defense good, offense garbage. The Eagles should have rolled over this game. They do have problems with Sirianni, whether people want to say it or not. When it comes to them saying he needs to be fired, and he's getting his emotions taking the other side of it. Now he's got to come out and apologize because he knows being a coach in Philly, it is not going to end well. Period. With you trying to fucking say some comments to the fans that are coming and paying to watch your team play, and when we boo as Philly fans, it's because we care. We're not booing you because it's like you guys are 1-18 or 1-15, 16 the last 5 years. It's dude, we want to win. We want to see you win. You got the talent to do it. But I'm telling you. Eagles defense played well. Jalen Hurts played well. I just don't like the way it's clicking right now. It's not both of them doing the same thing. It's the defense plays well. Jalen starts off slow. These games, I don't care if people want to say it. If you can't put up points in the first quarter on any game you play, period, you're coming from behind all day long. Like, yes, they had a block field goal return for a touchdown. There's a couple more points there, missed field goal, this and that. Game should have been easily 31-7, 10 minimum. They should have blown them out. They got the win, but there's still a lot of things that I'm uncertain about with the Eagles right now. And it's just playing some of these other good teams that got good defenses. I hope that they start to click, but our defense against good offenses really still worry me a little bit, only because of our rookies just being thrown in like everything else.
So what did y'all's coach say to those fans?
He said something like, I think
We're
it was
like,
along the lines like, "Oh, you want us to win football games? We just won a football game," or something like that.
Yeah, just and he's like holding his ear, like, "Oh, what are you gonna say now? We won the game." More or less, kind of that concept.
I have a few things about that.
I
just have so much potential, dude. I mean, this offense, the weapons you have, it just comes down to the coaching, dude. Sirianni's not been the guy recently. He's calling plays. It's not looking good for him being having a future as a coach in Philly, and I don't have a problem with that, honestly, at this point. Move on. 2, AJ Brown being back is fucking huge. He's a top 5 receiver in this league. And another thing that will say, yeah, it was a close game. Like you were saying, Dan, it should have been like 31 points. But there's another thing we have to do is eliminate these mistakes. I mean, Quinion Mitchell CGJ runs into Quinion Mitchell for an easy pick that Quinion had that led to a Cleveland field goal, I believe. So that's one mistake. Another one, I'm not even trying to blame this game on the refs. I'm not blaming it on them at all. Just the one play is PI on Devontae earlier in the game. I remember texting you, Dan, where the corner got to him a little too early, and Devontae actually almost caught it, but the corner got to him way too early. It's just and just small mistakes that we're making. It's like you eliminate those, dude. There's more points on that board. But I'm not pressing the panic button. Hurts played great. That was one of our biggest, worries, kind of how he does, and he looked pretty. I mean, 18 for 25, 264. And and 2 touchdowns. So
He ended his interception streak. I will say that.
Yep.
He did have a
turnover. I
streak
mean, he
of
didn't have a
8 games in
single
row.
turnover. And we
No,
got,
and
and
then-
another thing is our line got pressure. And Cooper DeJean is a football player, and I love him. He looked great in his debut as a starter. He had a sack. 5 sacks that game. What is that? One more than what we had all year, or 2 more than we had all year?
Yeah, that's what I mean. But at the same point too, the last thing, because I know we're going to go to these other games, that I'm going to take on that is, well, I think I told you we need to have at least 5 or 6. Their offensive line if Cleveland Browns is defeated, they were on their 3rd string center. They've been given up. I think they already given up 29 or 30 sacks on the season to begin with. So they did do their job on that aspect, but it's still, I think what I'm hesitant about is the fact of how they've looked in these mistakes. It's like, man, we watched what last year unfolded and how bad the collapse was. That what have we done so much differently with the talent that we've added to be 3-2 right now? And yes, should have beat Atlanta Falcons, screwed ourselves there. Could be 4-1 realistically, but it's these dumb mistakes that it's just like their offense is a little stale. And that's the last thing I'm going to say on it is their offense is stale. Jalen Hurts looks at one. He knows what the play is. He looks at him. He throws the ball to that person. He doesn't scan the field. They run the same things, and it's like, where's Kellen Moore? That's how I feel. Where is Kellen Moore? Like, if he's this great offensive coordinator, why is he not even his name's not even being brought up like Vic Fangio is on defense?
Yeah.
It's like, is he even in the fucking building?
I have one quick thing I'm just going to say real quick. I saw a comparison of Keenan Allen in a Kellen Moore offense. His routes like all over the fucking place in like one game. And they show the comparison of A.J. Brown's game against Cleveland. And it was like streaks all on the left side and then like short routes on the right. So it's like the caption was like, is this really a Kellen Moore led offense? And that speculates that Sirianni's probably calling the plays.
Agreed. So there's our takes on that. I know we got to go quick here. Chargers, Broncos, a couple things. What do you guys got to say? Dave, you can start it first. Diamond Dave, you can start it first.
Hey, it's 2 AFC West rivals. Hate them both. Both teams, if they could both lose, I'd be happy. Obviously, Chargers are more inept with Hardball now. Kind of sucks. He had a little heart murmur or something. So I guess he kind of had a little health issue there, which, sucks. I hate that for anybody. But no, Chargers obviously, I feel like should have maybe even won a little bit more. But Broncos are starting to play, man.
2 shit teams, I think. Broncos have no offense, decent defense. Chargers have same thing, or decent offense, decent defense. Chargers is a few weapons away. Herbo needs some targets.
Yeah, it's a boring game. Chargers should have won that game. They won the game, like we said. Should have won that game. Yeah, Herbert does need more targets. Harbaugh needs more targets. They need more offense to click like they did 2-3 years ago. It's kind of like Jacksonville had a good offense, starting to go stale again. They're just winning games that they should win, but they're not going to win games that is competitive. So bouncing down to Diamond Dave's favorite one we've been waiting for, Steelers Raiders.
Nate going first?
Nate can go first. We'll let you for last, like we did with the Eagles.
Dave, I can't stress this enough. Admire your beard. Admire it, dude. You guys have quarterback issues. Your defense is a problem now. You got 32 points on the Steelers' worst offense on your head. I think it's time for just a whole cleanse of that Raiders team. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. I won't take too long here. Here's the thing. We have injuries. Jacoby Myers was out. Michael Mayer's dealing with personal issues. A lot of people, I'm not going to speculate, but if it's something serious, it's not. He's just holding out. Look, if the dude's in a facility or something, more power to you. Hope you come back. Okay. Devontae Adams bullshit. You don't want to be here. Get the fuck out. Okay. Now let's get to the serious stuff here. I think AP's the guy still. I think it's kind of what I said earlier. He has to be the guy. We need somebody there and a GM that is going to be there to build something. The NFL teams are changing too much. If they have 2-3 bad years, it's time for a change. Just throw the shit away. We have a core here. We at one time we did. I felt like Carr needed to go. It was time for him, but with the Lions, which we'll get to, Aiden O'Connell injury, or I'm sorry, Aiden Hutchinson injury. Talks to Max Crosby. Look, if we're getting some draft picks, let's do it. We have to get a quarterback, whether it be we trade this year and try to make something. We need to get rid of Adams right now, and if we have to get rid of Crosby with them, let's do it. You guys are going to go crazy on this. Trevor Lawrence is out there. Dak Prescott, he's having some rough time in Dallas. There's two right there. Bryce Young, you know what? He's been in a shit deal. Maybe get him cheap and try him out. But what I'm saying is, Rich Gannon came. Yeah, look, we'll take him. It's worth a shot.
Max Crosby.
I tell you what, you're sitting there laughing that Rich Gannon, everybody pushed him away, became a Pro Bowler, and brought a championship to the Raiders.
All right, we'll give you Kenny Pickett for Max Crosby. How about that?
Well, no. I mean, we're getting Kenny Pickett for his work, but like Trevor Lawrence, I would take Trevor Lawrence for Dak Prescott right now. If we could get him trade with Devontae Adams, let's make it done. Deal.
I don't see that ever happening with these franchises. If they're really worth, that's why I kind of go back to saying some of these guys are paid way too much because these franchises are willing to eat $300 million. Why are we paying guys that are going to? I mean, look at the top 5 paid quarterbacks in the NFL right now. I think they have a combined 5 wins. It's like, what are we paying these guys to do when they get paid just like anybody else and they get their bag? They come out and they play like shit, or they get hurt, or they get this, and it's like you got your guaranteed $80 million. What the fuck do I care about football anymore? It's like guys in the NIL in college making all this money. Shedeur Sanders likes the game, whatever. His dad's hyping it up, but his net worth's almost $5 million, and he's never stepped on the field. He's supposed to be there for school. I thought these were student athletes, not athletes getting paid and being students. So it's that starts to ruin the game. But I don't see them, just like I don't see Max Crosby going to Detroit. Because Aiden Hutchinson is going to come back. I think they got enough depth on that team and a good enough offense that they don't need to give up draft picks and do this for at least one more year. They're a young team. The Lions are a young team, and that's kind of my take with the Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to be banking on Antonio Pierce as their head coach. I don't think Devontae Adams is going to go anywhere, mainly because these guys are not going to want to give up as much as they want, like they used to for him. And I definitely don't think Max Crosby is going to go anywhere, leaving the Raiders. I just don't see it.
Get Carson Wentz.
It's not a bad idea.
But in all seriousness, I'll take the glasses off if need be. I'm willing to try. I know everybody's like, let's tank, let's get the first round pick. But that's not guaranteed. Like Bryce Young, he was a first round pick or first overall pick. You get what I'm saying? It's not guaranteed. You got guys that know how to play, and you can teach them. And they have some experience. Okay, like seriously, if Joe Flacco would have signed with the Raiders, I would have been pumped.
Yeah, and
we just need somebody to give the ball to these receivers. That's it.
And
you need a run game.
Well, you do need a run game.
That's it.
I mean, you definitely need that. But those are the biggest problems. We'll hop on. I'm going to probably skip the Falcons Panthers game unless you guys really want to say something on that.
Falcons won. Obvious.
Yeah, that one's simple.
Bengals should have won that.
Bengals should have won that. Do you got anything on them, Nate?
The Bengals game, that was a horrible fucking game to watch.
Yeah,
it was.
Worst Sunday night game of the year so far. We could all probably agree upon. But touching on, like you said, the last one we had before our picture of the night is Lions Cowboys. It's like you said, Aiden Hutchinson, Max Crosby, whatever you guys think.
Can I go
you
first?
can have go ahead. I know you're ready for it.
I go first. It's such a great day being an Eagles fan. Fucking Eagles win. The girls get spanked. All right, rephrase. The Cowboys got spanked. The commies got spanked. And the Giants lost. So it's a win-win-win-win on Sunday days of football for an Eagles fan. The Cowboys fucking suck. And I love it. I love it. They're struggling on everything. Offense, defense. The only thing they have going for them is Brandon Aubrey and Turpin as their return man. So special teams is their only good quality of that team. And their stadium. That's pretty much it. Jerry Jones, time to go. He never will, but it's time to go.
Time and Dave.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's time for Jerry Jones to get the hell out of there. I
keep
see
him in,
that.
actually.
Well, yeah, I mean, for you guys, yes, I'm sure you guys would love that.
I would love it.
I seen it with Al Davis. He ran it until he was put to the ground. I'm pretty sure at his funeral he was still making decisions. That's just how Al Davis was. Like, I'm not. It's just any Raider fan would say that. Al Davis would say that. There comes a point where you have to be competent and know what the hell's going on and be willing to change. Jerry Jones isn't.
Yeah, my take with the Cowboys right now, lines are for real. Number one, lines are absolutely for real. I mean, the running backs they have, Jared Goff, I think he's proven himself now to be that starter, to be that guy right now. Mad weapons on offense, defense is unbelievable. Cowboys, you might as well kiss another 8 years goodbye until Jerry Jones ends up in his freaking coffin, because this team is never going to win, period, with Jerry Jones. And number two, you want to pay a guy $60 million to be 3-3, and let's just see his stats, because all I got to say, and if I get canceled for this, Dak Prescott, I hope you hear this. You are an absolute fucking bum. I wish you were never on a football field. You were such a little pretty boy with your freaking suits that you wear coming into the game. You think you're this fly dude, and I can't wait to you snap that leg in half next week. The next time you play, and I can never see you walk on a football field again like Alex Smith. So,
That's
Cowboys, see
fucked up.
you later.
Yeah, Jerry
Cowboys,
Jones
see you
just
later.
messaged for canceled.
He can take his birthday cake that they showed on national TV all day and shove it up his ass for all I care. Because Jerry Jones, I just love to see you be the owner the rest of your life, your manager, everything you want. You're an idiot.
Welcome to Philly, Micah Parsons.
And that's the last thing I want to take on that. Micah Parsons, I know the kid. He's not going to be a leader on that defense. Not with that team. They're all too. They're basically like one of them employees that gets a manager position and everything goes to their head. Every single one of them players think that they're so good that they deserve the bag. Simple as that.
Dave would be a leader.
You could be. You would be a better leader than all of them. That little juke move you got. Hey, you're probably running more yards than Dowdle is.
Hey, before we go, do the hike.
Hike.
Look at that pass.
It's a little slow.
We missed the Ravens one.
We did miss the Ravens one. We'll touch on that. We'll do the debate of the week. We'll wrap it up.
Wait, what are we doing?
Ravens Commanders.
That Ravens.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll just go to that. You're good.
Ravens are good, dude. They're good. That's all I'll say. Lamar and Derrick Henry. Huh?
Oh, go. Sorry.
No, I was just saying Lamar and Derrick Henry are sweet. Good.
Ravens, yes, they should have won this. Ravens are good. Tell you what, Commanders just losing by a touchdown to the Ravens. Not bad. I think there's a playoff run there.
I think they're over.
I don't know, man. Jaden Daniels, it's early in the season, so I'm not trying to overhype it. But what I've seen so far by them, I would not have put them as number one in the division right now, period. Not whether it was the Cowboys, whether it was the Eagles, whether it's this. The Commanders are a team. Like, they really are. They're young. Jaden Daniels, I think, is going to have a great career. And they almost did beat the Ravens when you really think about it. I think it was 23-23 at one point. They just let them drive down the field in the last play or last possession they had, and they just scored. So it's like Commanders weren't out of that game, and the Ravens are for real, obviously. But come playoff time, it's just like Dak Prescott. Lamar chokes in the playoffs year after year. Yes, he has Henry, but he hasn't proven anything to me in the playoffs. So that's my take on that one. So what we got left? Are you doing the debate of the week, or are we doing our picks?
We kind of debated already. When we can. Want me to hit it? Let's do it. Let me get a little drink here.
Your faux glasses are better.
I
Look at
snapped
those
the
dudes.
glasses yesterday or the other day, raging at NCAA. So
Oh my God, how many glasses have you broke on this show?
0 on the show, but
Well, due to the what they wore on the show. There we go.
lost one, broke the others.
Okay, fair enough. You want me to bring up the debate of the week?
Bring it up. Let's hear it.
Oh, wow, sorry.
Nasty Nate's gonna love it, I'm sure. I mean, so would you, Dynasty Dan. Okay. Jerry Jones was seen going into the locker room. How do you feel about an owner? Put your hatred for the Cowboys aside. Okay, let's say it's the Eagles owner that did it. How do you feel about the owner going in after a loss like that to address the team?
Well, thing is, I mean, I'll start. I mean, I see with the Eagles, Jeff Lou goes in the locker room all the time to motivate his team because it's his team, and I love that. I mean, but hate aside, bias aside, I mean, I feel like it was a right decision for Jerry to go into that locker room. The circumstance probably not because of how his players don't respect him really. So I don't know. I mean, it's up in the air what he did. I mean, he's got to tell him to snap the fuck out of it and lock the fuck in. But to a team that doesn't even respect you as an owner, I don't know. If there's any other owner, like I said, Jeff Lugo's in the locker room all the time, but he does it all the time. I don't think Jared Jones leaves that box unless it's to go home.
I guess that's the real thing is like he never goes there, but then like there's that blowout loss, then he shows up. Like,
yeah.
I don't like it. Yes, is it his team? Are they owners? Are they this? But you have a head coach for a reason. You hire a head coach for a reason to take control of your team. He goes through you, you go through him. That's how you do it. If you gotta, yes, there's times, but you as players should be playing for him and for that team and for the fans and for everybody that you want to win for not only him or the fans or this and that. But there's reasons these guys get contracts. There's reasons these guys get paid. They see the value in it. If I need to go in as an owner and not just being biased toward Jerry Jones to hype up my team, it's just like the reporters asked, are you going to make a head coaching switch? And he wants to sit there and say, well, that's not even on my mind. I'm not bringing that up. It's not. Well, why are you being so defensive? Because if you can't have your head coach take control of your teams, it's just like Sirianni, bashing the fans and this and that. The owner should be in there for a celebration, not for hyping somebody up and your players up. And like you said, not a bias to Jerry Jones. Nobody respects Jerry Jones. It's like the Panthers. Nobody respects that owner throwing beers on freaking fans' heads in the stands. So to see that, I'm not a huge fan of that because I don't think it's going to accomplish anything. I could see, you made it to playoffs. Let's all have a beer together. Let's all smoke a cigar. Let's do this. But when it's in season time, you shouldn't even be really involved in a lot of those things. I mean, yes, you're going to be, but
I like him. I like them going and celebrating with the team when they win. Okay. When they lose, next day when they're at the facility, have a meeting, be like, hey guys, what's going on, whatever. But like right after the loss, these guys are going out there, they're getting hit. They're men. They don't want to be, you know what I mean? Because he might be berating them. We don't know what's going on in that locker room.
Yeah. Unless it's like a playoff loss, I could see an owner going in and be like, hey guys, thanks for a good season. Fell just short. We'll pick up where we're at. Like something like that. I could see regular season. The only time I could really see it, if it's a close game against say the Panthers lose to the Chiefs by 1 point. Like then the owner goes in, hey guys, we're just a few steps away. Something like that to motivate.
Right.
But a blowout like that, unless the team needs to reset. I mean, Dallas does need to reset, but if it was like middle of the season, they're like 10-5, need to win the last 2 for playoffs, then I could see Jerry going in. But that game, I'd stay the fuck out.
You guys might not like this last take, and it's because we're talking about Jerry Jones. We are. He's a showman. He knows what he's doing. He wants to be the center of attention on things. There's a reason why their team is worth $10 billion. They want America's team. They're this and that. So him doing that is more take the attention off of how bad our loss was and make it seem like I'm actually going in and doing something. Like if we're being like, that's my straight up honest opinion on that is he's not doing it to motivate him, period. He's just doing that because what are we doing right now? What are we doing right now?
Right.
How many other people probably talked about the same exact thing? And now it's, oh, well, now we're still being talked about, but nobody's paying attention that we lost by 38 points. Like, it's just like, let me just brush it off. And, oh, well, I just motivated my team and I did this. So that's my last take on it.
Good. You guys good?
One last thing. We got to make a quick pick. Jets, Bills. Who do you got down
Yeah.
there?
Bills by 7.
Nasty Nate?
No, you go.
Bills by 13.
I got the New York Jets by 4, and I have a lock of the night. Be prepared. This one's going to win everybody money. Dalton Kane anytime touchdown. Bills going through the air without James Cook. Garrett Wilson, 40-plus yards. Quickly becoming Rodgers' favorite target now. Josh Allen, 25 on the ground. Again, without James Cook. He has 25 in 4 of the 5 games. Mike Williams, anytime touchdown coming from the blue. I think he's going to start having his time now. And that's the lock of the week.
Nate, get that posted on the page right now. Seriously.
I gotcha.
Post that shit. Because there's people out there. I guarantee
Yeah, everybody wants to realize that Nate also spent, I think, $95 and went over 1,000 yesterday. So we'll leave it at that.
Nasty Nate, you need to start posting them pics.
I gotcha.
Get some people money, man. Seriously.
I gotcha.
You guys good?
All right, boys.
Oh,
Till next time.
see you
Are
guys.
you all right? See ya.